Hey, so this video is gonna be for the men that have gone through recent heartbreak. You know that pain that you're experiencing right now, man, that hurt that you're going through, that fucking feeling that we never wanna go through again or feel again, man, that's what this video is gonna be about, okay? I'm gonna talk about why you should never chase after being dumped. Again, this is gonna be for the guys. You know what, if you're a woman watching this might benefit you as well. What I'm gonna talk about in today's video is gonna be the most self-respecting and self-loving thing that you can do as a human being, especially when it comes to after being in a committed relationship with somebody. You spent all that time, all that effort, all that energy, and then all of a sudden they just no longer want to be with you for whatever reason it is, whether you did something or if they did something or if the relationship just fell apart. This video is going to be for the people that have a deep-seated insecurity of feeling abandoned, or I'm not good enough, or no one's ever gonna want me again. I've been there before. I've felt that before. Going through a heartbreak, getting broken up with, especially when it's with someone that you've done so much for, that you love so much, that fucking hurts. One of the people that I've learned this one from is Doc Love. So this was like the late great relationship guru that taught all these other guys basically like about relationships. So I think like Corey Wayne, for example, one of the people that I study very heavily, he also studied Doc Love. Doc Love's #2 rule is never chase somebody that doesn't want to be with you. And again, that goes back to if this person does not want to be with you, why are you going to try to keep them in your life? Think about that. Think about the disrespect. So this person asked to be away from you, and not only if you keep pursuing them to try to get them back, you are disrespecting them, but you're also disrespecting yourself. They don't want to be with you anymore. You know how fucking awesome of a person you are deep down. And I get that when you get broken up with, your whole identity is wrapped up in that person. That's not something that you can just fucking all of a sudden like, yeah, you know what, I got broken up with, but I'm fine. Doesn't work like that. Over time, and if you go into no contact, so you never fucking talk to this person again unless they reach out to you first. I mean, directly. If they like your Instagram, if they like a post on social media, or if they share a meme on your DMs, that's not directly messaging you, okay? And if they directly message you, do not ignore them. If they send something like, hey, or hey, how have you been, or hey, what's up, or it's not anything that's like, oh my God, I want to get back together, because for the most part, it's not gonna be that. Don't ignore them. I have watched several no contact videos in my lifetime, way more than I like to admit, and you'll see these people in the comment sections that are so pitiful, man. They're like, oh my God, it's been 3 months and I haven't heard from my ex yet. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I'm sitting here making fun of the fact that these people have a very poor mindset, and these are the people that need to watch my video. These are the people that I'm trying to talk to. These people that are hung up on their ex, that don't think they're good enough, that don't think they could find somebody else, they're the ones that need to watch this. So if I'm speaking to you and you get a little offended, you need to hear this. This is my job as a coach, is to make you guys realize that if they want to leave, dare them to find somebody better than you. You're not actually going to say that, but in your head, you should be thinking, you know what, that didn't work out, but they'll be back. In the meantime, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find somebody that actually wants to be with me. Your job, especially if you're a man, is to pursue your life, your passion, your purpose, your goal, break through barriers, be a leader. The masculine figure is not mainly to just chase a woman and get hung up on a woman that doesn't want to be with you. To pedestalize a woman who obviously doesn't unconditionally love you like you thought is wrong, and you should never pedestalize a woman. And depending on what she broke up with you for, it could very well be that you just displayed insecure, needy behavior. And then working with someone like myself, we can help fix that, and we can see what you're doing wrong and what maybe happened. And then who knows, later down the road, they might come back, they might not. Flip a coin. Depends on how a lot of people say that it depends on how the breakup happens. So like for me, I've been on both sides where I've begged, I've pleaded, and then I've also just, okay, if that's what you want, that sucks, but I'm moving out in X amount of days, and my results have been the same. So that's why from my personal experience, now I'm not a relationship coach. I haven't done, I haven't talked to thousands of people. Like there's a guy on the internet called Coach Lee or Coach Craig Kenneth right here, actually. Love those two guys. They specialize in just relationships. I'm more personal development, dating, relationships, mindset, coaching, building social skills, making more money. I do a little more than these guys do. Depending on how new the breakup is, it takes me about 3 months before I'm ready to finally go out and meet other people. I will tell you guys, you have to feel it to heal it. So if you're a man that tries to do everything in his power to stuff those feelings down, you are never gonna get over that. It's gonna, you will at some point in time, because your body is gonna force those emotions up. You cannot hide from your emotions forever. It is not physically, mentally, or emotionally possible. Your body will, you have to go through a grieving process. Your mind will bring those feelings up at some point in time. You can't skip it. Even if you jump into another relationship, you start fucking another girl, you're gonna feel that loss eventually, man. You can't skip it. Allow yourself to get sad. Allow yourself to get angry. Punch a pillow. Scream in your house. Cry if you want to. I've done all of it. It's not embarrassing. Do it by yourself. Do not text your ex. Do not tell your friends that you need help or that you want to talk about the relationship. Don't get relationship advice from your friends or from your family, because they're likely going to give you advice based on what they would do, and they don't study things like I do or like these relationship coaches do. I am telling you, if you get broken up with, say, hey, you know what? I don't agree with this. I think we were great together. It sucks that you're just willing to end the relationship like that, but if you change your mind, give me a call. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Talk soon. Just say something like that. You're leaving the door open, and then if they want to come back in the future because they realize they fucked up, well, they broke up with you. It's their job to fix it. You need to have the mindset of, yeah, they'll be back, and when they do, they need to earn me back. That mindset of like, oh my God, I want my ex-girlfriend back. I want my ex-boyfriend back. I miss them so much. I hope they give me another chance. That's embarrassing. Look at the way you view yourself if you say things or think things like that. I get it. The sooner this breakup was, if you're still going through that grieving process of that heartbreak, it's gonna fucking hurt. And you might not be able to change your mindset to what I'm saying initially. But I promise you guys, over time, when you start naturally thinking about him or her less, and that's because the reason why your heartbreak hurts so much is when you're chemically bonded with somebody, you're going through withdrawals right now. That's why heartbreak hurts so much. And I'm telling you from experience, man. I've had my heart broken several times. It gets better. And there will always be another person that will come into your life. We just don't know when. The universe will bring this person into your life when he or she is meant to be there. I have, I've gotten broken up with and it sucks and I want this girl back. But you know what? No, you broke up with me, you gotta earn me back. I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna keep going out, meeting new people, circulating, and eventually I'm gonna find somebody that wants to be with me. That is a mindset shift that you need to have. And if you're not there yet, work with a coach, even a therapist that can help you get over that heartbreak. Because if you work with if you have trouble feeling your emotions, go to therapy. Don't tell anybody. If it bothers you, don't tell anybody. Go to therapy and work with somebody, because therapists, I think it's cognitive behavioral therapy. They're designed to ask you questions so you can answer those questions, but they're gonna ask you questions that give you an emotional response. So they're gonna be like, well, why did this breakup hurt so much? And then you're gonna tell them. And then what you're doing is your brain's gonna be like, oh shit, that's what happened. Well, okay, well, why did you like this person? Or what negative things happened? Like, why did this person break up with you? Or, okay, well, I mean, if you were this good of a person, why do you think they left? Like, they're gonna, obviously, I'm not a therapist, so I don't know what kind of questions you're gonna ask you. But from a sales perspective, I know how to elicit deeper emotional responses when you ask them questions like, okay, well, why do you want your ex back? They broke up with you. Why is it that you want them? Oh, well, because of X, Y, Z. Okay, and go back like a couple months ago when were you guys arguing a lot? Yeah, we really were. What were you guys arguing about? Blah, blah, blah. See, like, what your therapist is gonna do is when they can get you to talk about what was going on inside of that relationship, you're gonna start feeling something, and that's what we're trying to avoid, but that's what therapy's for, is to allow you to feel that. Your body is gonna process that loss. That withdrawal is gonna go away over time, and when you start processing things, it's not gonna hurt as much. So that was kind of like a little like therapy background in there. Like, why would you ever wanna be with somebody that doesn't wanna be with you? Am I sitting here saying you shouldn't want your ex back? No, I am not that person that says an ex is an ex for a reason. There are thousands of cases out there where people have broken up, they've saw other people, and then they got back together and now they're like happily married, or they broke up and then time passed, they got back together and now they're happily married. That happens all the time. I'm not that person that says an ex is an ex for a reason. I do know, however, for the most part, people do not change. Change is uncomfortable, and our brain will do more to avoid pain than we will to gain pleasure. So you are going through a heartbreak, which is painful. You are going to come out a better person because you are likely going to start studying relationships and how to become a better person, how to communicate with people, or you're going to learn how to work on social skills and meet new women or meet new guys or meet new strangers because you're going to work with someone like me. You are going to be a better person. This person broke up with you. They are not experiencing that pain at the moment, but they will later down the road. Because remember, I said you can't skip the grieving process. So they might have broke up with you, but I promise you guys, they're gonna feel that fucking hurt at some point down the road. Now, whether they reach out to you again or not, I can't tell you because people are afraid of rejection. You might become a way better person, and at some point in time, you're gonna realize that you don't want them back. That relationship fucking sucked. It wasn't as good as you thought it was because in that moment, you were in love with this person, you would do anything for him, and when you get rejected, rejection breeds obsession. But once that wears off, you're gonna see, hey, you know what? I dated that girl for XYZ amount of time, and you're right, it felt one-sided. I was doing all these things for that girl, all these things, giving her a better life, and what the fuck did she do for me? And yet I was in that relationship, why was I like that? And you're gonna see, that could happen. That's just a scenario, okay, where you're coming out a better person. What I'm saying is for the most part, because they broke up with you, they are not going to work on themselves. They have no reason. They're not experiencing that heartbreak like you. But when they experience that grief and that separation anxiety, they will feel that same feeling that you felt. But again, whether they reach out or not I can't tell you because people, you might, if you say like something stupid, like they're just stubborn, for example, no, that's not the case. If you dated them for a long time, they have an emotional bond with you, they're gonna think about you, they're gonna miss you. They might regret breaking up with you, and they might wanna revisit it, but they are afraid that you are gonna reject them. Even if you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that, I want them to miss. They don't know that. And if you reach out to them at any point in time and you ask them, you're never gonna know when they get to that point and if they get to that point. So if you reach out to them before they reach out to you, they might reject you or they might see that you're still waiting around for them. And this is why I say, never chase somebody that doesn't want to be with you. Let them lay in the bed that they made. Let them experience, if you were a good partner, let them experience the loss that they thought they wanted. They thought the grass was greener, let them lie in their grave. And you never know, man, they might come back, they might not. But I do know in time, I promise you, I fucking promise you, in time. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I can't give you a specific date. Your ability to go out and meet new people is gonna dictate this. In time, you will get over this ex. You either will get them back or you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna treat you much better because you are gonna learn based on this heartbreak. You are going to have learned at this point in time what you like and what you don't like. And you're gonna see that likely that ex that you're with had red flags that you put up with when you shouldn't have. Now, whether you take them back or not, all depends on if they wanna come back or not. I hear that most exes, or most people will hear from them exes again at some point in time. There is no time frame. If you hear things like 30 days, 45 days, 60 days of no contact, do not fucking listen to that. No contact is forever. It is disrespectful to yourself. It is not loving to yourself to chase somebody that could just so easily get rid of you like that. They broke up with you because they didn't want to be with you anymore. Why would you ever want to fucking be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you? You don't. And again, you are going to meet someone new at some point in time. And they're either going to come back or they're not. But I promise you, you will become a better person because of this. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by accident. That girl or that guy or that relationship, that had to end for a reason, to fucking teach you a lesson. These girls that you've been talking to, so like for me, they don't want to hang out with you. That's just the universe saying, hey, that ain't the girl that needs to be in your life. You never know when she's going to come. You never know when she's going to come. So, hope you guys like this video. And if you are interested in dating or relationships, My new book is available. Click the link in the description. Check out the video on the next page. See if that's for you. Same thing for my coaching. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, link in the description. Watch the video on the next page. And if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to put up another video at the end of the screen somewhere that you're going to want to check out. If you're a man, you're probably going to want to watch that one. A lot of the stuff that I teach is about like dating, relationships, and just personal development, mindset, and confidence. It'll be up here somewhere, and I'll see you guys in the next one.